Hello, all my YouTubers. I know it has been such a long time since I've made a video. Recently, a follower of mine reached out to me and asked why I stopped doing videos, and it's just because I feel like nobody watches them. So I don't, I go through spurts where I'm like, yeah, let's YouTube, let's make a bunch of videos, let's everybody watch me, and then nobody really watches it, so I'm like, okay, well, that was a waste of time. But either way, if one day I magically just get incredibly famous and everybody wants to be my friend and follow me, they'll have all these great videos to look back on of before I had a million people that wanted to know what I was doing. And even if I don't have a million people that want to know what I'm doing, that's okay too. I just like making the videos sometimes. So today, I guess we're going to go through my schedule of what I do. And usually it's working for the first 8 hours of the day. Right now, I'm currently on break. So I'm able to make this video with you, kind of go in about my day. So usually I wake up. I am not it depends. Sometimes when I am motivated enough, I am a morning person. But if I'm not motivated, then I'm not a morning person. So as anybody would know, nobody likes to go to work unless, they went to school specifically for that job and they absolutely love their job. Then good for them. I'm so proud of them. And, with working this job, it is trying and difficult sometimes because it's customer service, but I love what I do for the most part. So anyways, I wake up, start work at 7:30. And then usually I go until my first break, and I will get something to eat if I haven't gotten breakfast. Usually I always make sure I get coffee right away in the morning because everybody knows we need coffee. And then once I get the coffee, I go to work, start my day, take phone calls, everything like that. And then I have another break, and after that I go to lunch, which I'm on lunch right now. So I'm going to get ready to go downstairs and make some lunch. So you guys will get to watch me make lunch. Okay, time to take the work glasses off. They don't help. Maybe they do. I have no idea, but they're Pioneer Woman. I got them from Walmart, and they're supposed to be blue screen light protected or whatever. So, that's why, because obviously there's blue screen coming from my computers, and I stare at them all day, and I have noticed that I have had vision changes, where certain things are blurry for me. So anyways, let's go make lunch. So this really quick, this is my office. It's kind of messy, but not really. Like, it's okay for me. My husband would say it's trash though, but that's just him, so. And we're coming into my hallway / dining area-ish. And this is my kitchen. So, I don't really know what I want to make for lunch today. I guess we'll take a look at what's in the fridge. Okay, there's a big old thing of hamburger. Wow. It's about 10 pounds there. Sam's Club, woohoo. Okay, so there's not really anything I see in here that's like piquing my interest. So let's look in the freezer. I think we're gonna have to go down to the deep freezer because there are chicken tenders down there, and I love the chicken tenders. So we'll take this, my handy dandy air fryer, and we will head that way. All right, we'll set that guy down there, and deep freezer full of goodies. So I'm gonna count some of these out here. 2, 3. And we'll take this big guy and we'll make it 4. That seems like a good amount, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't know, what do you guys usually eat, or how many chicken tenders do you normally eat? How many could you eat if given the choice? Okay, so done with that. Now we can go put this upstairs and into the air fryer. Okay, so here's my air fryer. It's an older one. I really can't wait to get new ones, but you know, kind of want to wait to do any appliance buying or anything like that until after my kitchen's remodeled. But as you can see, I have it set on 400. So I'm just gonna put it on whatever time and let that thing. And then I'm just gonna wait. I'm trying to think of what I can fill in with the conversation. Oh look, there's a cat. Meow. So I live out in the country naturally, as far as everybody knows. There is plenty of stray animals, cats, dogs, whatever. So I have currently 4 cats outside. 3 of them are little kittens. I would have to show you guys. You guys will think they're so cute. That one was a kitten from, they're all from the same mom. But that one was from a litter where she only had 1, or maybe others died and she might have ate them. I don't know. But then this last litter that she just had, she had 3 of them. And they are like the cutest little fluff balls ever. So I'm going to show you. Outside my front door, it's freezing. Oh, look, there's some of them now. They're meowing at me. Meow. Hello, little babies. Meow. Say bye to the kitties. And this is my booger. He's always in the business, wanting to know what's going on. Obviously. So yeah, those are my animals. I now have 2 kids. I used to have 1. And he is my oldest. He is 9. And he's soon to be 10. And then I just had a baby this year. Woo! You know, Lucky Charm baby. He was born on St. Patty's Day baby. And his name is Castiel. And yes, if any of my people that watch this or anybody that watches this, I am a Supernatural fan. Castiel is my favorite character, and so obviously I named my second born son after his character because I just love it. So yeah, that's a little bit. So I'm just gonna show you really quick the above my sink, my counter or my cabinet thing that I have going on, just the decoration. So here's my little decoration up here. That bouquet up there, or that flower pots, I made that myself from Hobby Lobby. And then there's that stuff. My husband really likes Skippy-Doo, so that's that. And we have a couple plants back there. This whole space, the whole kitchen is going to be ripped out, remodeled, done. Done, diddly done. We are in the process of renovating the whole house. Have this room that is going to be my oldest son's room. It's almost done. My husband's almost finished sanding it. It's really cool. He's almost done, and then we can paint. We can put floor in, and we can put the ceiling in. We're doing tongue and groove. Stain it with a darker color because I'm not a fan of light wood. I really enjoy dark wood over everything. So there's that. And the living room, I'm trying to think of how I can show you guys. Here we go. He's got plastic to keep all the dust out. So he's got some drywall up in here, but come spring, we have to totally rip out an entire wall because it's an old farmhouse again, and some things were done incorrectly. So we have to get rid of a whole wall, but we have to wait till spring because it's winter here and it's cold. So here is the living room so far. And obviously it's messy. So this whole wall here where the bay window is, that has to be ripped out because there's rot. First of all, there's rot in the corner from outside, obviously, like water getting into the walls. So there's rot that we have to get out of there, and then the bay window was put in incorrectly, so there's nothing supporting it under the house. So basically, it keeps getting pulled further away from the house, and so water is able to leak in, and that's creating rot in the ceiling. So that's no bueno. So we have to take it out and just put a whole flat wall there because my husband does not want to diddle around with doing the bay window again. So that's okay with me because I'm still going to get a large window because we are also changing the windows in the house. And believe me when I tell you, I know it sounds expensive, and it is. But we use a firm. We use a firm for like all of our home improvement stuff because we can use it with Menards and Home Depot and other places like that where we can get our supplies. So like we get the drywall, we get insulation, we get wire, flooring, paint, everything that you can think of. We use a firm for that, which I'm sure people have used that before or have heard of it, and it's becoming more popular because it is really nice. Because not everybody has the money that they can just throw at things and, like, you know, get everything done. Granted, it does take longer doing it yourself, but eventually I will have a beautiful video update of my brand new home that's perfectly designed to me and my husband's specifications. But for right now, we do not have that. And I know I said I was going to end the video, but then I was like, oh my gosh, I could show them this and blah, blah, blah. So you guys are welcome. So yeah, we use a firm to pay for everything that we, you know, purchase mainly. There are some things, obviously, like odds and end pieces that we buy with cash. You know, from our bank account and stuff like that, but most of it comes from a firm, which is very helpful because, like, how would we do it without it? So yeah, that's that. Let's check on my chicken tenders. See what we got going on right now. They're not crispy yet. Still need to go in there for a lot longer. Have you guys seen those grills, by the way? The ones at Walmart. They are the, you know, the regular flat top grills. I can't remember the brand. I really want one. Oh my God, they're so beautiful. So there's one, it's like $300 to $500, I think. I can't remember for sure, but it's a flat top grill, comes with a cover, and it has air fryers in it, like 2 air fryers, and then it has a warming like drawer. So that's really nice, and I'm like, I can't wait to get it. I'm gonna end up purchasing it with a credit card because obviously credit cards are helpful in times when you don't exactly have the money to buy the things that you want, but you have the money to pay it back. So I am going to use the credit card that I have to eventually get that grill. I have to pay it down first, obviously. So yeah. Now I am going to, you know, kind of pause until my chicken tenders are done because I don't really know what else to talk about. So, you know, it'll kind of have the video cut out for a second and then it'll be back and I'll be eating food. Ladies and gents. Okay, so inside of my chicken tenders are pretty good. So I'm going to like just flip these over because I want both sides to be nice and crispy. Sorry, didn't mean to fade away. These are really hot, weirdly. It's like they've been cooking in an air fryer with a bunch of heat. Crazy, I know. Okay. All right, so they're not completely done yet, but they've got a couple more minutes, so I'm gonna just add a little more time on there. And we will come back when they're done. Okay, so lunch is done. And they're pretty good. The other side is a lot more crispier, but I don't like the whole thing to be like I just like the back side to be cooked a little bit. So I'm gonna grab a fork and hear that sizzle. I'm going to grab a fork and I'm going to put my chicken tenders in my bowl to get ready to take it back up to my office because, you know, I have enough time to prepare my lunch, but I do not have enough time to also sit and eat my lunch. So I kind of have to do it like, you know, on breaks or whenever I have time, like if I'm researching or something for somebody for claims. I just kind of like will take a quick bite or something, but never on the phone with the customer, obviously. So we're gonna head back up to my office and yeah, then we'll talk some more. Okay, so I roughly have about like 5 more minutes to my lunch. So I'm gonna eat in a second. Just kind of wanted to show like my space a little bit more. This is my office. So a lot of the stuff from down in my living room came up to my office because obviously I didn't have space, but this shelf up here was already here. And then I actually did these puzzles and I glued them together. This is a picture that we got down in Wisconsin Dells. So super cute. And then this is another puzzle that I did. Here's another shelf that I just have, you know, knickknacks kind of laying around. Yes, that is a painting of you know what, and he's splooging into a rain hat. So that's that. These are 3D printed. I bought this little squishy thingy off Wish. And Hormone Monstress. I have a little wiener dog, Scooby-Doo. And then my husband, he made me one of those little books, so that's super cute. If anybody wants to see the book, like the pages and everything, I can show you. And then I really love, I'm not huge on anime, but I really loved fruit baskets, so I have a collection of them. They're super cute. And then some more knickknack stuff. That's me and my husband and my eldest son on my wedding day. And then my baby when he was brand new. And then over here, I kind of have like storage for totes and everything like that, and my clothes. So that's that. And then this is my vanity. I have my basket with my perfumes. I have my makeup laid out everywhere because I just went out recently. And yeah, so that's my office. And it's very cozy for me. You know, I like my office. I appreciate having an office because I know not everybody gets that, you know, and obviously like with my job I need silence and quiet, so I can't really have like, you know, I can't just be out in my living room or something. Eventually I would like to get a TV in here, so then that way I can, you know, watch my shows while I work, because I actually am changing, like not changing companies, I'm just changing positions that I'm doing. So this new position that I'm going to be doing is going to be off the phones, so I won't actually be in customer service anymore. I know, sad, but I'm super happy about it because I have worked in customer service for 3 years, and I know there's a lot of people that have done it probably way longer than I have. It's just like for my mental health and my sanity, I can no longer do it. Like, no, it's out of the question. So yeah, that's that. There's going to be a brief break in my day because obviously, I have to get back to work here in about a minute. And then I go on break again at like 1 o'clock. Also, if nobody's ever tried it, and if you have tried it, then you know how delicious it is. Delicious it is. But ranch and barbecue sauce together. I love it so much. Love it. So yeah. I will talk to you guys in a little bit. I got to get back to work. But hopefully I haven't lost too many of you so far. Maybe people are still watching. Okay, I'm back. I am on break officially. I've been on break for like 2 minutes now, and I just now decided to come on here. I was creating a reel on my Instagram from my night out previously. it was super fun. I'll have to add in the clip here to show you guys because it was a wonderful time. I loved it. I had a good time. I also really needed it because I have been dealing with some, well, not some, very heavy postpartum depression. And it's been very difficult for me to want to leave my house. It's also been very difficult for me to want to get dressed, shower, do anything other than take care of my baby. And not everybody knows this about me. I don't remember if I've specifically talked about it on here, but I never really experienced postpartum depression with my first child, my eldest son. And I think it was because the hormones difference, being as that I was only 15 when I had him, my hormones weren't fully developed. So like my body didn't react the same way that it would react now to being pregnant. So I didn't really deal with any postpartum depression. So I was very, I was very unaware of what it would feel like. And, everybody tells me to talk to somebody if I need to and all that kind of stuff. And I just, I don't really feel like talking. I don't really feel like doing much of anything, because it just seems pointless. Because all I really want to do is just lay in bed and I just want to sleep and, take care of the baby and just, I don't know. I just don't want to do anything. And it's hard, obviously, because you don't want it to affect your life and you want to try to keep, pushing it back and move forward. And it's very difficult to do that sometimes. And I'm sure other moms that have experienced postpartum depression know that sometimes it can be very, very long and very stressful and very hard to get out of. So any of my moms that may be feeling this way, I feel you. I don't really have a great amount of advice to provide. If we just stick together, use people that we're comfortable with talking about this kind of thing with, and just making sure that we're open with our partners or spouses, whoever we're with, significant others, that kind of thing. Because that can be very helpful to make sure that you're open with them, because I know that for me, myself, if I don't talk to my spouse about the way that I'm feeling, I start to feel like resentful. And it's not in any way his fault. It's my own fault because I'm not talking about how I'm feeling. So it's kind of one of those things where you're like, oh, well, I'm angry at you because you haven't noticed that there's something wrong with me. And, but how can they notice or, I guess, understand when you haven't really talked about it? Like, obviously they would notice for sure that something was off, but me and my husband have a very unique relationship, so I'm not getting into all those details today. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been dealing with lately. And going out really kind of helped with that. And I think that, I feel a lot better after going out. To say that I'm cured and that I'm like fully revived and no more postpartum depression is silly to think because it's definitely still there in the background. But I have started to feel like I am slowly coming out of it, which is, making me feel a lot better because in my life I have dealt with a lot of depression and anxiety and just trauma, a lot of toxic trauma and everything like that. So, it's definitely, I know how to get out of it myself. It's just this part has been harder than any of the other times that I've been depressed. So, but yeah, I'm gonna play that clip really quick of the reel that I made from my night out so you guys can see that.
Living life in color, Everything around me looks so beautiful and sweet. Heavenly desire. Everything so bright, it's like a brand new movie scene. All the immersive colors, picture perfect.
Here. So I hope you enjoyed that. It makes me happy to look at it, like it, you know, induces the endorphins. Because I remember and recall how much fun I had. The night was a little bit crazy though. There was a lot of fighting. There was definitely a lot of couples fighting. There was a lot of dudes fighting. And then also me and my friends were outside. Well, me and one of my friends, we were outside and we were talking to these gentlemen from the Ukraine. They've actually lived here for like 5 years, but they live down in Chicago, and they were coming up just, I guess, for the New Year's party or something. I don't know. They ended up lighting fireworks off in the parking lot. So they lit them off from a snowbank. And I wish I would have gotten a video of it. I wasn't quick enough. Excuse me. But it was really cool. I loved it. Made it feel like magical, you know. And the cops definitely lit up their lights afterwards when the fireworks were over. But the boys didn't get in trouble, so that was kind of cool. But we were talking, me and my friend, we were talking to these Ukraine guys. They had offered us a drink, and we actually, like, we took the drink, but we ended up dumping it out because, like, you know, better to be safe than sorry, because we didn't see him pour those drinks. So, you know, just keeping ourselves safe. Anyway, so we were talking to them for a minute, you know, just kind of talking to them about their life and why they decided to come up here to, you know, hang out and visit and all that. And then all of a sudden somebody shot a gun, like outside. We were probably 12 feet from where this gun was shot. What, like 12 steps, not 12 feet, 12 steps from where this like gun was shot at. People were screaming, a bunch of people ducked, and we ended up leaving shortly after that had happened because, like, everybody was like, all right, cops are coming, which, I mean, like, it wasn't going to be busted or anything, but it was like we were getting ready to leave anyways, and we did not want to be stopped by the cops. By that time, I was not driving drunk. I was sober. I had been drinking water, and I had sobered myself up because the bar was open until like 6 a.m. Normally they close at like 2, but for the New Year's holiday, they were open until like 6. So I made sure that I was sober before we left, but either way, we just didn't want to have to, you know, deal with the whole cop situation when they finally came around asking questions. So, like, come to find out, it was a car window, which I have a video of that to show too. Which I'll show you that really quick in a second. But yeah, they apparently, the person that shot the gun accidentally shot it, which, I mean, I don't know about anybody else, but gun safety number 1 is you should always have your safety on if you're not going to be using your gun. And what, were you just accidentally holding your finger on the trigger and then it just went off and you were like, oh my God, I shot a gun, had no idea. I don't think so. So I really don't know the full story about why the gun was shot. I just know that it's definitely not the time and place, and it definitely was no accident, because you don't accidentally shoot a gun. Like, anybody will agree with me. You do not accidentally shoot a gun. Your hand has to be on the trigger. There has to be multiple things that go into motion before you shoot a gun. So I'm going to play that clip really quick. So yeah, enjoy.
Oh, look at that. So there's a bullet over here.
So yeah, that was that. Sum up, you know, what I normally do when I'm on break. Most of the time I might watch Supernatural, or I might go out of my office and walk around for a minute, or I might just sit here on my phone and play a game or something. It really just depends on, I guess, my mood. But I will be back soon on my next break, and we can talk some more. And I'm back. Sorry guys, I was a little caught up watching TikToks, as I'm sure everybody has done once or twice. But tonight I am making BLTs for dinner. Pull out some bacon so that way it's thawed by the time everybody gets home and everybody's ready to eat. I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to film me making dinner tonight. I may or may not. We'll just have to wait and find out when I post the video. I also, obviously, am not going to be talking to you for the next 15 minutes because, well, my break's over in like 2 minutes. And I definitely wasted time watching TikTok, so there's that. But yeah, my oldest son, he loves BLTs, and they both, my husband and my oldest son, they particularly love my cooking in general, so they always ask me what I'm making for dinner. That's like the number one question around here. Okay, sorry about that. Just had to get up the stairs quick. So yeah, my break is basically over now. So I have to go back and log into work here. But there's something else I was going to say. Oh, yes. My oldest son should actually be home from school probably within like the next little bit. Like an hour or so ish. I can't really tell what time it is because my phone on my computer desk is showing me that the time is different than my time zone. So that always gets a little confusing. But anyways, so yeah, I guess, you know, I won't say, yes, I'm ending the video here. I will say, you know, we might see each other later. Okay, so I told you I'd be back. Here I am. So this is the outfit, you know, very relaxed. I'm a cool mom, you know. Ooh. All right, that's it. Hopefully you like the outfit. If not, well, I'm sorry. It's just not your taste. Now we have to go run upstairs and grab the baby.
Hey, what the heck are you trying to do?
Well, these are my two boys. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. What? So this is the youngest. This is Castiel. Say hi. Say hi. He's shy right now. But you'll still get a little smile. This is my oldest, Brent. Oh, we may not have shown your face. It's probably because he moved. Okay. Now look at the ring light. Okay, so here's one of the fries we're going to have. Notice the Great Value label. And I'm going to season them. They already say seasoned, but I'm going to season them with my own stuff because it does never tastes like there's anything on them. But these seasoned fries, some depends. Some of these seasoned fries are pretty good, but some of them are like flavorless. And besides, I like to add my own flavor anyways. So, and again, great value whole wheat bread because only the best for our family. Although Miracle Whip is name brand because I don't know any other Miracle Whip that isn't name brand, and it's probably disgusting if it is not name brand. So there's that. Okay, then we have our, again, Great Value brand cheese. Block cheese because we like to shred our own cheese and cut our own cheese. Although I don't always disagree with that. I really do like a sliced cheese because then it just takes away the necessity to cut your own cheese. Because I'm lazy and that's how that works. Then I have half of a tomato here, I think. Yeah, okay, that's still good. Which that one will be a little tricky to cut up because of the way I cut it the first time. And then I have one more tomato in this bag. And we're waiting on the lettuce. So I guess, we could probably get started. I can at least put the bacon in the pan.
Okay.
I have background commentary here. And then probably start slicing up some of the veggies that I have now. Okay, well, that was somewhat of a struggle, but not as bad as I thought it would be. I got that pan from Walmart also. Pioneer Woman, I love her. I love her pans. I have a couple of mason jar cups from her that look like this. So these are super cute. I'm not a super huge fan of pink, but I do like the blue. So that's why I got them, is because of the blue. Also, this nifty little thing that I didn't unbox on camera, but so I got this set from Sam's Club, and I'm so excited about it because it's the best set that anybody could ever have. So this is an appetizer plate, and then this is a soup bowl. So now I can have comfortably my grilled cheese and my tomato soup on the same plate. Those small things in life that I enjoy. Anyways, enough of that.
Enough of the shout outs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have other ones that I could go over, but that would take us all day and then dinner would never get done. So we have our bacon. I need to grab some scissors. So we have our bacon. We get our bacon from Pond Hill. They have the best meats, in my opinion. And in my husband's opinion, we really like them.
In my opinion.
Oh, okay, and Brent's opinion, excuse us. Let's not forget him. So, just gonna start. I need to bring my pan over here because I'm gonna make a mess with the bacon juice all over. Oh, thanks. Brent's trying to be in my cooking show. He wants to be famous with me. Although this isn't really a cooking show, it's just more of a whatever I want it to be show. So you guys just decided to come along for my play-by-play of the day. And I decided that I would cook dinner for you all. So
Except you have to cook the recipe.
I don't have to cook any recipe.
You have to cook it.
No, I don't. What are you talking about? I'll make it however I want. Well, I mean, let's be honest, I'm not the original OG of this, but, what else? So when I make BLTs, I always like to cut my bacon in half, only because then I can fit more on the sandwich.
And that tastes better in my opinion.
And it just fries better too. So we'll just cut my strips of bacon in half. Oh, sorry, you guys can't even see. With my nifty kitchen scissors. My Walmart brand knife set. And we have an encore going on over there. He says, "More, Mama, more." I'm just separating my pieces of bacon. Not that it really matters, because as soon as it starts cooking, I'm just going to go in there with a little tongs and go in there with my little tongs and flip it all around, and then put the lid back on, so then that way I don't get grease everywhere, because my husband does not like messes. And I tend to make messes cleaning. I even put it in our vows that I would make him delicious food, but couldn't promise there wouldn't be a mess. And you bring Brent or Cass over here for what reason?
Cause
Go put him back.
he wants to be in the cooking show.
Okay, well, you can show him for 1 second, but then put him back in his high chair. All right, my two little chef abodes. You're welcome. Okay, so now that I've separated my bacon, my hands are disgustingly glistening. So I'm going to wash them really quick, and I'll be right back. Stay hydrated, friends. Water's good for you. So, bacon is in here. Gonna put it on the stove. Gonna turn on the stove, because that's how you cook food. Okay, now I need a cutting board.
What word?
Got my current favorite knife. Don't ask me what kind of knife it is or what specification it's for, because I don't know. So I'm gonna cut my tomatoes first.
Into what?
Into pieces. Well, not pieces, but slices to be exact. Okay. Now, in reality, since we live in an old farmhouse, when I would make dinner, we would be saving all of our scraps because we would have chickens. Right now we don't have chickens because we have way more important things that need to be done before we can do that kind of thing. So that's like a down the road thing when we aren't remodeling an entire house. Yeah. So I managed to cut these pretty nicely.
Not too thin, not too thick.
Yeah. I can show them to you right there. So my tiny little slices of tomatoes. I don't really like tomatoes. I'll eat them on tacos, but I don't really like to eat them like on sandwiches or anything. But because I slice them so thin, I will do it this time.
What, you don't taste them?
I just don't like it on a BLT. I prefer just the lettuce and bacon.
Then that's a BL.
Exactly. Okay, so cut my ends off of here. I don't know if anybody else does that, but I do. And then they get a little thick at the end, but that's okay. As long as I have enough thin pieces, I'm all right with it. Like that one was a pretty good one. Also, if anybody wants to just like, be like, hey, you're cutting wrong, try this, let me know, because I am obviously not a professional chef or anything, so.
You're a good cook.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean that I'm a professional chef. There's a difference. Okay.
You're a good cook.
All right. So this part is always tricky. I hate cutting the last
piece of tomato because I really suck at this, guys. There we go. All right, so they're not completely slaughtered. Somebody will get an extra thick slice of tomato, but they're not too bad. Not too shabby. So I'm gonna put these in my little container and put my lid on it. Nice and fresh. And then we are going to cut our cheese. Oh, my husband's here. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Well, Brent just fell down the stairs a little bit.
I didn't fall downstairs, I slipped.
Oh, okay. What were you doing?
I was shutting off the Xbox.
Oh, because your dad's here?
No, just because I remembered that I didn't shut it off.
Oh. And because now he's my, what would I call you? You can't be my sous chef because you're not cooking. He would be my background commentary. There you go. So I don't know if I'm cutting too many slices because, like, obviously I'm going to put a couple slices on each sandwich, so it'll be like probably 4 because these are pretty small little squares, you know, so probably do like 4 each. So better to have more cheese than you need than not enough cheese and have to go back and recut it. Okay, so I think that's good enough. We're gonna put our cheese back in a bag. And you know what? Come hither, commentary. Go put this in the fridge. Okay, so now that we have our cheese all cut up, let me adjust this a little. There we go. Now that we have our cheese all cut up and tomatoes are sliced, bacon is cooking, we're just gonna kind of go with the flow. And the bacon's probably not really doing anything. It's just got a little sizzle going on, not much. So we're just gonna leave that be. That one over there is just looking at us like we're crazy. Not you, the one behind you. He's like, what in the world is going on?
I'll bring him closer, since you can't zoom in.
Yeah, for whatever reason. He just looks severely unimpressed. And I can see why now.
Watch Mom cook.
I will be right back. Okay, thank you for the momentary pause. The mishap was my baby puked. So I had to go clean him up quick. So I have my tongs. I think I got these from a store called Pick and Save. It's kind of similar to like Save-A-Lot or Kroger. That thing? Yeah, I think it's more affiliated with Kroger. Anyway, so we're gonna flip this bacon. Just kind of stir it all around. All right, giving it a good stir. We're gonna put our tongs down and we're just gonna kind of go back to chit-chatting now. Because, well, the baby's cleaned up. He took a shower / bath.
No, on the cheese and tomatoes.
Yeah, that was my phone just falling onto the cheese and tomatoes, as Brent so wonderfully put it. So we can clean up.
Do a good job.
No, you didn't.
Aw.
Okay. Now I need to get my cheese off this wet surface. This piece is getting eaten.
Yum, yum, yum.
Just gonna lay our cheese on our paper towel. And we are going to pause for a few more moments because I need to clean the puke that's in the high chair. Okay, so crisis averted again. I got the high chair cleaned up and it was disgusting. And like I said, the baby got a bath / shower. And all of that got completed. The bacon's just about done, but I'm still waiting on my husband to get here, so. Kid needs to make his own YouTube videos.
Well, I don't have.
So I've decided I could probably get started on my fries. Because my husband should be here soon. Soon-ish, you know. So I want to make sure that I get everything done. So that way the only thing I'm waiting on is the lettuce. Okay, so a good amount of fries in there. Not really that many, but good amount. And I'm going to get my seasonings. Be right back.
What do you think you're doing?
Now, the only two flavors I really like on fries is going to be this garlic pepper. And then my mother-in-law gave me this barbecue 3000 and I love it. I don't know why I like it. It's just a really good flavor. It's kind of like a what is that word called? Mesquite? Is that, or mesquite? I don't know how to pronounce it. But it's spelled Mesquite. So if somebody wants to help a girl out, feel free. Anyway, so I like that. It gives that kind of mesquite barbecue taste. And then, of course, garlic pepper is just, I love garlic pepper.
So you put it into your air fryer with the fries and the barbecue 3000.
I just like to season with my heart, so feel free to do the same. And then I'm going to put that in there, put it on like 20 minutes. Usually it's done within like 15. I shake them up every once in a while, so we'll leave them going. Okay, I'm going to bring you off my ring light for a moment. So my bacon's done. So I like it to be crispy and yet still have a couple of pieces that are like softer, you know? So yeah. Now we just got to get our strainer out. And now I either strain my bacon one of two ways. I will put a dish under it in my sink and I will take all the bacon grease and put it in the pan or in that bowl so then it doesn't go down my drain. Or I will line my strainer here with paper towel. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to put my bacon in there. So I'm going to put you guys right here. That seems good. You're welcome for the background, baby. He really loves his jumper. Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and then, sorry guys, I'm gonna put a plate under it just in case we get a little dribble on there, because it doesn't really come through much on the paper towel. It just more soaks into the paper towel, and plus I'm just tonging my bacon and putting it in there. So
That's bubbly.
back up, it's hot and spraying oil.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't want my bacon to all be stuck together, so I'm kind of like trying to tear it apart now before it like dries, you know? You know what I'm saying, you know? And see, perfect little slices for your bread. And then it'll also give you the feel like you have more bacon on your sandwich too. Because in reality, it would only technically be 4 pieces. It'll seem like more. Also, I definitely might eat this one because yum. Alright, so I'm just going to move my pan away from that heat so that oil will cool down, and then later when I am ready, I will dump that outside, or, you know, put it in the garbage if it hardens. Let's do a quick check on our fries. Give them a little shake. Put them back in. Well, I think I'll probably update you guys when we have the finished product, because now I'm just waiting on the lettuce. I mean, I still gotta toast my bread, but that'll take like 2 seconds. So yeah, I'll update in a little bit. Bye. Okay, so now we are finally ready to construct our BLTs. Obviously, it doesn't take a genius to do it. You just need your bacon, lettuce, and tomato. I already put the mayonnaise on there because it would, or my Miracle Whip, excuse me, because it would take me too long to put everything else on there. So we're gonna start with our cheese. I'm trying to figure out how to put this on there. Oh no, I might need more than that. Looks happy. Okay, and then we'll do our bacon. We have 5 pieces. Then we have our lettuce. Beautiful. And a couple slices of tomato. Okay. And then smush it. Okay. And we also have our fries that'll go with this. But obviously I'm not going to make my entire family's plates in front of you. So thank you for coming on this journey with me today. And I guess seeing what I do day to day. And then eating dinner. Bye.